Hello, and welcome to English with Olivia. I'm Olivia. This is your space to listen, repeat, shadow, and grow your English at a slow, natural pace. I will speak clearly and give you time to repeat, so you can practice your speaking and build your confidence step by step. Today we will practice real English for shopping. You will hear many short, useful sentences for real-life stores. I will say a sentence, explain it in a simple way, and then you will repeat after me. By the end, you will feel more ready to shop in English with calm confidence. You do not need to be perfect, you just need to practice with me. Before we begin, let's warm up. I'll say it once. Now you repeat. I can speak slowly. Now you repeat. I can speak slowly. I can ask for help. Now you repeat. I can ask for help. I can shop in English. Now you repeat. I can shop in English. It's okay to pause. Now you repeat. It's okay to pause. I'm improving every day. Now you repeat. I'm improving every day. Good job. Now let's start. Hello. This is a simple greeting. Now you repeat. Hello. Hi there. This is a friendly greeting. Now you repeat. Hi there. Excuse me. You use this to be polite. Now you repeat. Excuse me. Can you help me? You ask for help. Now you repeat. Can you help me? I'm just looking. You are not ready to buy. Now you repeat. I'm just looking. I'm looking for something. You want to find an item. Now you repeat. I'm looking for something. Where's the dairy section? You ask where milk items are. Now you repeat. Where's the dairy section? Where are the shopping baskets? You ask for a basket. Now you repeat. Where are the shopping baskets? Where are the carts? You ask for a cart or trolley. Now you repeat. Where are the carts? Do you have this today? You ask if it is available now. Now you repeat. Do you have this today? Where can I find milk? You ask where the milk is. Now you repeat. Where can I find milk? Where can I find bread? You ask where the bread is. Now you repeat. Where can I find bread? Where can I find eggs? You ask where the eggs are. Now you repeat. Where can I find eggs? Where can I find rice? You ask where rice is. Now you repeat. Where can I find rice? Where can I find pasta? You ask where pasta is. Now you repeat. Where can I find pasta? Where can I find water? You ask where water is. Now you repeat. Where can I find water? Where can I find coffee? You ask where coffee is. Now you repeat. Where can I find coffee? Where can I find tea? You ask where tea is. Now you repeat. Where can I find tea? Where can I find sugar? You ask where sugar is. Now you repeat. Where can I find sugar? Where can I find salt? You ask where salt is. Now you repeat. Where can I find salt? Where can I find fruit? You ask where fruit is. Now you repeat. Where can I find fruit? Where can I find vegetables? You ask where vegetables are. Now you repeat. Where can I find vegetables? Where can I find chicken? You ask where chicken is. Now you repeat. Where can I find chicken? Where can I find fish? You ask where fish is. Now you repeat. Where can I find fish? Where can I find cheese? You ask where cheese is. Now you repeat. Where can I find cheese? Where can I find yogurt? You ask where yogurt is. Now you repeat. Where can I find yogurt? Where can I find soap? You ask where soap is. Now you repeat. Where can I find soap? Where can I find toothpaste? You ask where toothpaste is. Now you repeat. Where can I find toothpaste? Where can I find batteries? You ask where batteries are. Now you repeat. Where can I find batteries? Where is the bathroom? You ask for the toilet. Now you repeat. Where is the bathroom? How much is this? You ask the price of one item. Now you repeat. How much is this? How much are these? You ask the price of more than one. Now you repeat. How much are these? What's the price? You ask the price in a simple way. Now you repeat. What's the price? Is this on sale? You ask if it is cheaper now. Now you repeat. Is this on sale? Is there a discount? You ask for a lower price. Now you repeat. Is there a discount? How much is it per kilo? You ask the price per kilogram. Now you repeat. How much is it per kilo? How much is it per piece? You ask the price for one piece. Now you repeat. How much is it per piece? How much is a kilo of apples? You ask the price for apples. Now you repeat. How much is a kilo of apples? How much is a kilo of bananas? You ask the price for bananas. Now you repeat. How much is a kilo of bananas? How much is a loaf of bread? You ask the price for bread. Now you repeat. How much is a loaf of bread? How much is a bottle of water? You ask the price for water. Now you repeat. How much is a bottle of water? Is there a special offer today? You ask about today's deal. Now you repeat. Is there a special offer today? Is this buy one get one free? You ask about a free second item. Now you repeat. Is this buy one get one free? Can I get two for this price? You ask for a deal on two items. Now you repeat. Can I get two for this price? Do you have a loyalty card? You ask about a store card. Now you repeat. Do you have a loyalty card? Can I use my loyalty card? You ask to use your card. Now you repeat. Can I use my loyalty card? Can I use this coupon? You ask to use a coupon. Now you repeat. Can I use this coupon? When does the sale end? You ask when the sale finishes. Now you repeat. When does the sale end? That's too expensive. You say the price is too high. Now you repeat. That's too expensive. That's a good price. You say the price is nice. Now you repeat. That's a good price. I need one of these. You want one item. Now you repeat. I need one of these. I need two of these. You want two items. Now you repeat. I need two of these. I'll take three, please. You want three items. Now you repeat. I'll take three, please. Can I have a bag, please? You ask for a shopping bag. Now you repeat. Can I have a bag, please? I don't need a bag. You say you do not want a bag. Now you repeat. I don't need a bag. Could I get it sliced? You ask to cut it into slices. Now you repeat. Could I get it sliced? I'd like it thinly sliced. You want thin slices. Now you repeat. I'd like it thinly sliced. I'd like it thickly sliced. You want thick slices. Now you repeat. I'd like it thickly sliced. Can I have 200 grams, please? You ask for a specific weight. Now you repeat. Can I have 200 grams, please? Can I have half a kilo, please? You ask for 0.5 kilo. Now you repeat. Can I have half a kilo, please? Can I have a small one, please? You ask for a small size. Now you repeat. Can I have a small one, please? Can I have a large one, please? You ask for a large size. Now you repeat. Can I have a large one, please? I'd like a bottle of water. You say what you want. Now you repeat. I'd like a bottle of water. I'd like a carton of milk. You say what you want. Now you repeat. I'd like a carton of milk. I'd like a pack of eggs. You say what you want. Now you repeat. I'd like a pack of eggs. I'd like a loaf of bread. You say what you want. Now you repeat. I'd like a loaf of bread. That's all, thank you. You say you're finished. Now you repeat. That's all, thank you. Could you check the back? You ask them to look in storage. Now you repeat. Could you check the back? Could you weigh this for me? You ask them to weigh it. Now you repeat. Could you weigh this for me? Can I taste it? You ask to try a small taste. Now you repeat. Can I taste it? Is this fresh? You ask if it is fresh. Now you repeat. Is this fresh? When was it baked? You ask when it was made. Now you repeat. When was it baked? When does it expire? You ask the expiry date. Now you repeat. When does it expire? This is damaged. You say it is not okay. Now you repeat. This is damaged. This is broken. You say it does not work. Now you repeat. This is broken. These eggs are cracked. You report a problem. Now you repeat. These eggs are cracked. This package is open. You say it is opened. Now you repeat. This package is open. I got the wrong item. You say you received the wrong thing. Now you repeat. I got the wrong item. Can you replace it? You ask for a new one. Now you repeat. Can you replace it? I'd like to return this. You want to give it back. Now you repeat. I'd like to return this. Nice work. Notice how your voice stays calm. Short sentences are strong. Where is the checkout? You ask where to pay. Now you repeat. Where is the checkout? Is there a self-checkout? You ask about paying by yourself. Now you repeat. Is there a self-checkout? I have cash. You say you will pay cash. Now you repeat. I have cash. I have a card. You say you will pay by card. Now you repeat. I have a card. Can I pay by card? You ask to use your card. Now you repeat. Can I pay by card? Can I pay in cash? You ask to pay cash. Now you repeat. Can I pay in cash? Do you take contactless? You ask about tap payment. Now you repeat. Do you take contactless? Could you split the payment? You ask to pay in parts. Now you repeat. Could you split the payment? Can I pay in 2 cards? You ask to use 2 cards. Now you repeat. Can I pay in 2 cards? Should I tap my card? You ask what to do at the machine. Now you repeat. Should I tap my card? Can I get a receipt? You ask for proof of payment. Now you repeat. Can I get a receipt? I need a receipt, please. You ask in a polite way. Now you repeat. I need a receipt, please. Can I have a paper receipt? You want a printed receipt. Now you repeat. Can I have a paper receipt? Can you email the receipt? You want it by email. Now you repeat. Can you email the receipt? Can I get a refund? You ask for your money back. Now you repeat. Can I get a refund? Can I exchange this? You want a different item. Now you repeat. Can I exchange this? What's your return policy? You ask about return rules. Now you repeat. What's your return policy? How many days do I have? You ask the time limit. Now you repeat. How many days do I have? Can I return it without a receipt? You ask about returning with no receipt. Now you repeat. Can I return it without a receipt? Can you gift wrap this? You ask for gift wrapping. Now you repeat. Can you gift wrap this? Great. Now let's move to clothes. We will practice size, color, and trying on. Keep your voice slow and relaxed. I'm looking for a jacket. You say what you want to buy. Now you repeat. I'm looking for a jacket. I'm looking for a t-shirt. You say what you want to buy. Now you repeat. I'm looking for a t-shirt. Do you have this in medium? You ask for a size. Now you repeat. Do you have this in medium? Do you have this in small? You ask for a smaller size. Now you repeat. Do you have this in small? Do you have this in large? You ask for a larger size. Now you repeat. Do you have this in large? Do you have a bigger size? You ask for one size up. Now you repeat. Do you have a bigger size? Do you have a smaller size? You ask for one size down. Now you repeat. Do you have a smaller size? Can I try this on? You ask to try the clothes. Now you repeat. Can I try this on? Where's the fitting room? You ask where to try it. Now you repeat. Where's the fitting room? Where are the changing rooms? You ask the same thing. Now you repeat. Where are the changing rooms? This is too big. You say it does not fit. Now you repeat. This is too big. This is too small. You say it does not fit. Now you repeat. This is too small. It fits well. You say it is the right size. Now you repeat. It fits well. It feels tight. You say it is too tight. Now you repeat. It feels tight. It feels loose. You say it is too loose. Now you repeat. It feels loose. I like this color. You say you like the color. Now you repeat. I like this color. Do you have it in black? You ask for a color. Now you repeat. Do you have it in black? Do you have it in blue? You ask for a color. Now you repeat. Do you have it in blue? Do you have it in another color? You ask for more options. Now you repeat. Do you have it in another color? I'll take the black one. You choose the black one. Now you repeat. I'll take the black one. I prefer the blue one. You say you like blue more. Now you repeat. I prefer the blue one. Does it come in cotton? You ask about the material. Now you repeat. Does it come in cotton? Is it machine washable? You ask about washing. Now you repeat. Is it machine washable? How much is this sweater? You ask the price. Now you repeat. How much is this sweater? Can you check the price? You ask them to confirm. Now you repeat. Can you check the price? Is there a discount on this item? You ask for a lower price. Now you repeat. Is there a discount on this item? Can I get 10% off? You ask for a small discount. Now you repeat. Can I get 10% off? Do you have anything cheaper? You ask for a cheaper option. Now you repeat. Do you have anything cheaper? Can I return it if it doesn't fit? You ask about returning later. Now you repeat. Can I return it if it doesn't fit? I'd like to exchange the size. You want a different size. Now you repeat. I'd like to exchange the size. Now let's do a short dialogue. Just listen first. Emma, excuse me. Alex, hi there. Can you help me? Emma, I'm looking for a jacket. Alex, do you have this in medium? Emma, can I try this on? Alex, where is the fitting room? Good. Now, let's break it down gently. Excuse me. This is a polite start. Repeat after me. Excuse me. I'm looking for a jacket. This tells the staff what you want. Now you repeat. I'm looking for a jacket. Can I try this on? This is a very useful question. Now you repeat. Can I try this on? Notice the rhythm. It is calm and simple. Good job. Now let's add shoes. Many people feel shy in a shoe store, so these sentences help a lot. I'm looking for walking shoes. You say what kind of shoes you want. Now you repeat. I'm looking for walking shoes. Do you have this in size 42? You ask for your size. Now you repeat. Do you have this in size 42? Can I try these on? You ask to try the shoes. Now you repeat. Can I try these on? These shoes are too tight. You say they feel small. Now you repeat. These shoes are too tight. These shoes are too loose. You say they feel big. Now you repeat. These shoes are too loose. They feel comfortable. You say they feel good. Now you repeat. They feel comfortable. Do you have insoles? You ask for insoles. Now you repeat. Do you have insoles? Do you have shoelaces? You ask for laces. Now you repeat. Do you have shoelaces? Can I have a shoebox? You ask for the box. Now you repeat. Can I have a shoebox? I'll take this pair. You choose this pair. Now you repeat. I'll take this pair. Great. Now let's move to electronics. In an electronics store, it's important to ask clear questions. Can you help me with this phone? You ask for help with a phone. Now you repeat. Can you help me with this phone? I'm looking for a laptop. You say what you want. Now you repeat. I'm looking for a laptop. I'm looking for a charger. You say what you need. Now you repeat. I'm looking for a charger. Does it come with a charger? You ask if it is included. Now you repeat. Does it come with a charger? Does it come with a warranty? You ask about protection. Now you repeat. Does it come with a warranty? How long is the warranty? You ask the warranty time. Now you repeat. How long is the warranty? Is this the latest model? You ask if it is the newest. Now you repeat. Is this the latest model? What's the difference between these two? You compare two items. Now you repeat. What's the difference between these two? Can I see a demo? You ask to see how it works. Now you repeat. Can I see a demo? Can I return it if it doesn't work? You ask about faulty returns. Now you repeat. Can I return it if it doesn't work? Now let's go to a pharmacy or health store. These sentences are simple and very useful. Do you have something for a headache? You ask for headache help. Now you repeat. Do you have something for a headache? I need something for a sore throat. You ask for throat help. Now you repeat. I need something for a sore throat. Is this over the counter? You ask if you need a prescription. Now you repeat. Is this over the counter? Do I need a prescription? You ask if a doctor note is needed. Now you repeat. Do I need a prescription? How often should I take it? You ask how many times. Now you repeat. How often should I take it? How many should I take? You ask the amount. Now you repeat. How many should I take? Should I take it with food? You ask about food. Now you repeat. Should I take it with food? Does this have side effects? You ask about bad reactions. Now you repeat. Does this have side effects? Can I speak to the pharmacist? You ask to talk to the expert. Now you repeat. Can I speak to the pharmacist? Do you sell vitamins? You ask about vitamins. Now you repeat. Do you sell vitamins? Nice. You are doing well. Now we will practice online shopping and delivery. This is also real-life shopping. I'd like to buy this online. You say you want to buy online. Now you repeat. I'd like to buy this online. Do you have it in stock? You ask if it is available. Now you repeat. Do you have it in stock? Is there free shipping? You ask about shipping cost. Now you repeat. Is there free shipping? How much is shipping? You ask the shipping price. Now you repeat. How much is shipping? How long does delivery take? You ask about delivery time. Now you repeat. How long does delivery take? When will it arrive? You ask the arrival day. Now you repeat. When will it arrive? Can I track my order? You ask to follow the package. Now you repeat. Can I track my order? I haven't received my order. You report a delivery problem. Now you repeat. I haven't received my order. The package is late. You say it is delayed. Now you repeat. The package is late. The package is damaged. You say it arrived damaged. Now you repeat. The package is damaged. I want to change the address. You want a new delivery address. Now you repeat. I want to change the address. Can I cancel my order? You want to stop the order. Now you repeat. Can I cancel my order? My payment went through. You say the payment worked. Now you repeat. My payment went through. My payment failed. You say the payment did not work. Now you repeat. My payment failed. Can I return this online? You ask about online returns. Now you repeat. Can I return this online? I'd like a refund, please. You ask for money back. Now you repeat. I'd like a refund, please. I'd like an exchange, please. You ask for a replacement. Now you repeat. I'd like an exchange, please. Can I return it if it doesn't fit? You ask about fit returns. Now you repeat. Can I return it if it doesn't fit? What's the return policy? You ask the return rules. Now you repeat. What's the return policy? How many days do I have? You ask the time limit again. Now you repeat. How many days do I have? Good job. Now a short mini story, just to connect it to real life. Listen calmly. Yesterday, I went to the supermarket after work. I couldn't find milk, so I said, "Where can I find milk?" The worker helped me. I found what I needed. At the checkout, I said, "Can I pay by card?" I got a receipt. Then I went home and felt proud. Small moments like this build confidence. Now, let's do your turn. I will start, and you finish in your own words. Take your time. Today I want to buy. You finish the sentence. Very good. I'm looking for. You finish the sentence. Nice. In a clothing store, I usually ask. You finish the sentence. Good job. At the checkout, I often say. You finish the sentence. Very good. Online, I sometimes need to. You finish the sentence. Nice work. If something is broken, I say. You finish the sentence. Good job. Now let's practice a few calm confidence lines. Repeat after me. I can shop in English. Now you repeat. I can shop in English. I can ask simple questions. Now you repeat. I can ask simple questions. I can speak slowly and clearly. Now you repeat. I can speak slowly and clearly. It's okay to make mistakes. Now you repeat. It's okay to make mistakes. I'm getting better every day. Now you repeat. I'm getting better every day. Now we finish in a gentle way. Today you practiced real shopping English for supermarkets, clothes, shoes, electronics, pharmacies, and online shopping. You practiced asking where things are, asking about price, paying, and returning items. That is real progress. Repeat these final lines with me. I am building my English step by step. Now you repeat. I am building my English step by step. I feel a little more confident today. Now you repeat. I feel a little more confident today. I will keep practicing every day. Now you repeat. I will keep practicing every day. You can listen again tomorrow and repeat the same sentences. Try to use 1 or 2 sentences in real life this week. Thank you for practicing with me. Subscribe and come back to English with Olivia for more calm, simple English. Hello and welcome to English with Olivia. I'm Olivia. This is your space to listen, repeat, shadow, and grow your English at a slow, natural pace. I will speak clearly and give you time to repeat so you can practice your speaking and build your confidence step by step. Today we will practice real English for shopping. You will hear many short, useful sentences for real-life stores. I will say a sentence, explain it in a simple way, and then you will repeat after me. By the end, you will feel more ready to shop in English with calm confidence. You do not need to be perfect, you just need to practice with me. Before we begin, let's warm up. I'll say it once. Now you repeat. I can speak slowly. Now you repeat. I can speak slowly. I can ask for help. Now you repeat. I can ask for help. I can shop in English. Now you repeat. I can shop in English. It's okay to pause. Now you repeat. It's okay to pause. I'm improving every day. Now you repeat. I'm improving every day. Good job. Now let's start. Hello. This is a simple greeting. Now you repeat. Hello. Hi there. This is a friendly greeting. Now you repeat. Hi there. Excuse me. You use this to be polite. Now you repeat. Excuse me. Can you help me? You ask for help. Now you repeat. Can you help me? I'm just looking. You are not ready to buy. Now you repeat. I'm just looking. I'm looking for something. You want to find an item. Now you repeat. I'm looking for something. Where's the dairy section? You ask where milk items are. Now you repeat. Where's the dairy section? Where are the shopping baskets? You ask for a basket. Now you repeat. Where are the shopping baskets? Where are the carts? You ask for a cart or trolley. Now you repeat. Where are the carts? Do you have this today? You ask if it is available now. Now you repeat. Do you have this today? Where can I find milk? You ask where the milk is. Now you repeat. Where can I find milk?